Hello everyone, welcome to Basic Electronics video lecture sessions. Today I am going to explain the topic that is common collector configuration of BJT. CC configuration, that means common collector configuration of bipolar junction transistor. So today we will start with the biasing conditions of NPN transistors. We all know the regions of operation in output characteristic for any of the BJT. So let's study about the NPN transistor and biasing conditions. There are two types of the regions, cutoff and saturation, in which the transistor is used as a switch, and if transistor goes into the active region, it operates into the active region, then it can be used as an amplifier. If both junctions, input and output, are reverse biased, then the region of operation is cut off. Similarly, if both junctions are connected in forward biased, then transistor goes into the saturation. In cutoff, it is used as an open switch. In a saturation region, the BJT used as a closed switch or on switch. If the base emitter junction input junction is forward bias and collector base junction means output junction is reverse biased, then transistor is operated in active region and it is used as an amplifier. In today's lecture, we will study about the common collector circuit diagram, input characteristic and output characteristics for NPN CC configuration. Look at this. This is the circuit diagram of NPN common collector configuration. Here I have used the NPN transistor so that the base is of P type and emitter and collector will be of N type. As per the biasing condition, the input junction must be forward biased and output junction must be reverse biased. From the circuit diagram, all of you can easily understand that the collector is grounded. That means the collector is common, so that the base terminal is input and emitter terminal is output terminal. So the input voltage is known as VPC and output voltage is known as VEC. So let's do the connection of external supply, that is forward bias connection between B and C. The base is B, that is of P type, and therefore it is connected with positive battery terminal. So it is known as forward bias connection. And look at this. This is the output side junction and external battery which should be reverse biased. How it is reverse biased? Always observe the terminal, that is collector, and if collector is grounded but the collector is of N-type material and therefore it is connected with positive battery terminal, so that it is reverse bias connection. This circuit and the output voltage VEC also can be written with the help of equations, and these equations for VEC is equal to VEB plus VBC. According to this, you can also make the subject VEB from the first equation. So you will have the VEB is equal to VEC minus VBC. These are the standard equations for the common collector configuration, and with the help of these equations we can draw the input characteristic and we can understand the input characteristic easily. So now let's draw the input characteristic for common collector configuration. For input characteristic, we will draw the graph between input current versus input voltage, so that we can say what is the condition for drawing the input characteristic, that is, draw the plot of input current versus input voltage with output voltage constant. What is the output voltage from the circuit diagram? The input voltage is VBC and output voltage is VEC, right? So let's draw the graph between input current versus input voltage. First draw the x-axis, that is input voltage. It is denoted by VBC and it is measured in the volts. Then draw the y-axis, that is input current. The input terminal is base current, so it is written as IB, and always IB is measured in microampere. Now, from the equations, again I will explain that the condition is output voltage is constant. So, what will be the graph and relationship between input current and input voltage? Then we will get this input characteristic graph, that is VEC constant equal to 2 volt, and we will measure the VBC versus IB. Here we have taken the output voltage constant. Now let us take the another example, that is output voltage constant VEC equal to 4 volt. Then you will get the VEC equal to 4 volt, and this is the graph between IB versus VBC. So dear students, this is the input characteristic for CC configuration. Here these equations will help you to understand this graph easily. Look at this. V is equal to actually VEB plus VBC from the circuit diagram, but it can be rearranged. VEB is equal to VEC minus VBC. Now we have the x-axis, that is VBC. So we will measure the VBC and we will increase the VBC continuously for drawing the input characteristic. So increase VBC. Finally we can say that VBC negative term is going to be increased. But here VEC, that terminology, it is nothing but the output voltage, but the output voltage is constant. If we are assuming the output voltage constant, that's why the final term, that is VEB, is equal to VEC minus VBC. And if VBC negative term is going to be increased, so that VEB is going to be decreased. And this correlationship can be easily understood. This correlationship between IB versus VBC from the input characteristic. As VEB decreased, IB is going to be decreased. Thus, what is the conclusion from the input characteristic? VBC is going to be increased, then VEB is decreased, and due to the VEB is decreased, IB is going to be decreased. From this graph, as VBC is going to be increased, IB is slightly decreased, and we will get this type of corresponding graph and characteristic. Now, let me explain the output characteristic of CC configuration. The CC configuration output characteristic is the graph between output current versus output voltage with input current constant. Here we will assume the different input currents which will constant, and according to that we will measure the output voltage and output current. So let's draw first of all the x-axis, and that is output voltage. It is VEC for CC configuration, and what is the output terminal? That is ammeter. So what is the output current? That is IE. So let's draw the y-axis, that is IE, it is measured in milliampere, and now we will have to draw the output graph. The relationship between output current versus output voltage. For drawing the output characteristic, it is required to keep constant input current. So initially assume IB equal to 0. If input equal to 0, that means input current is assumed to be 0, even though very small current flows through the common collector configuration, and that is what? Cutoff current. That means it is the current due to the minority charge carriers. So the region in output characteristic below IB equal to 0, look at this, this region is known as cutoff region. According to this cutoff region, we have assumed IB equal to 0. Now for another experiment, let's assume that IB equal to 10 microampere. Then again assume the another constant value of input current, that is IB equal to 20 microampere. According to the assumption of different constant values of IB, 0, 10 microampere, 20 microampere, we are increasing the IB, means input current, and we are getting this output current, that is IE. IB equal to 30 microampere, IB equal to 40 microampere. Take different input current constant values and we are getting the different curves in output characteristic. From this output characteristic, initially at some particular voltage of VEC, we are getting the highest and increasing output current, that is IE, and that region is known as saturation region. From this characteristic, I want to explain that cutoff and saturation regions are very useful for the application of any of the BJT when it can work as a switch. In cutoff region, the input current is 0 and ideally output current is 0. But practically we are getting very small current and that is known as cutoff region. Similarly, in saturation region, we are getting the maximum saturated output current and it can be used in switch. In cutoff, the transistor can be used as an off switch, and in saturation region, the BJT can be used as an on switch. But the middle region between cutoff and saturation region, it is known as active region. So these are the three main regions of output characteristic of common collector configuration: saturation region, active region and cutoff region. According to the biasing condition, the cutoff region exists if both junctions are reverse biased. Similarly, saturation region will be there if both junctions will be forward biased, and the ideal condition for common collector or common emitter configuration for any of the BJT configuration, that is active region, and that is input junction is forward biased and output junction is reverse biased. Common collector configuration for PNP transistor. So we will take here the PNP symbol like this. This is the circuit diagram of CC configuration for PNP type of transistor. In PNP, the base is of N type. That means emitter and collector will be of P type. Here this is the CC configuration, that's why the collector is grounded and input output terminals are base and emitter respectively. So that in VBC, across VBC, we will connect the forward bias, that means base is of N type, so negative battery terminal is connected with the base, and then reverse bias must be connected at the output junction across VEC, and that is known as reverse bias. So from this circuit diagram, you can easily understand that collector is common but it is of P type, because here I have used PNP transistor, the collector is of P type, that's why it is connected with negative terminal as a reverse bias connection. Always remember, for connection of any of the external battery, observe the input terminal and connect according to the forward bias, and observe for reverse and observe the collector terminal polarity for connecting the reverse bias. The application of CC configuration is, it is widely used in impedance matching circuit. Also revise the transistor current gains whenever you are studying the configurations of any of the BJT. The current gain is nothing but the ratio of output current to the input current. According to the current gain, we will define the different current gains for different configurations. For CB, current gain is denoted by alpha. For CE, current gain is denoted by beta. And for CC, as per the today's lecture, it is defined by the gamma. Alpha equal to IC upon IE, output upon input current, because at that time base is common. Beta equal to IC by IB, at that time emitter is common. But as per today's lecture, we have studied about the common collector configuration. We will have the definition of gamma is equal to IE upon IB. The output current is IE and input current is IB because collector is grounded or common. And another standard formula we already know, that is IE equal to IB plus IC. Always remember such standard formulas for understanding the operation and working of transistor and its configurations. That's all about today's session. Thank you very much. See you in next session.